Thanks, Mike and Lauren. Today was our first tour of Fairdale. The first time we've set foot inside the town since, Mike, you and I were there just hours after the storm rolled through last Thursday, and it was an unbelievable scene. And again, debris and rubble are still scattered everywhere, but there is still plenty of help to go around. At this point, residents and volunteers are clearing away parts of homes and any downed trees. We even walked by the houses of Geraldine Schultz and Jacqueline Closa, the two women killed by the tornado. Family and friends set up memorials near the front steps of what are now only foundations, but for the most part, residents are in good spirits and are ready to rebuild. And to help in the rebuilding, more than 1,600 volunteers have registered for the cleanup effort, which authorities say should take about another week to get rid of all the debris on trucks and out to the dump. But again, we'll have more on the 23 News update at 10. But for now, reporting live in Fairdale, Mike Buda, 23 News. Thanks, Mike and Whitney. It's getting quite lively here at Congresswoman Sherry Bustow's headquarters in Rock Island as the votes continue to pour in. We'll have more coverage in about half an hour as we now travel across town to get a little bit of insight from Bobby Schilling and his campaign. But again, we'll keep updating you throughout the night on WIFR.com and WIFR. But for now, reporting live from Rock Island, Mike Buda, 23 News. Back to you guys in the studio. The National Vietnam Veterans Group, Vietnam, which is based out of Rockford, has brought this replica memorial to the state line to help people heal. Now, veterans tell me that it's a very emotional experience to walk along this wall and kind of look out and spot out names of people who they have served with, and I'm sure that in the coming days there will be plenty of more moments just like that. But for now, reporting live in Loves Park, Mike Buda, 23 News. Mike and Whitney, back to you. I'm standing about shin deep inside this pothole in southwest Rockford, and this homeowner says her complaints have gone unanswered. It says that the best option for Lang would be to get help from neighbors to be able to fix the pothole so that it would be up to the township standards, and then the township could take it over from there. But unfortunately, it looks like that if Lang wants something done, she's going to have to do it herself. Reporting live in Rockford, Mike Buda, 23 News.
If I hadn't been walking these guys, I would be in the box, and they would be in the stew pot.
Hello, babies. Paul Messerschmidt had 12 months to live. He was diagnosed with a lung disease and quickly ballooned to more than 430 pounds. That's when his doctors told him to exercise. So he decided to embarrass his kids by taking their baby geese on a daily walk.
Well, this lady's talking about this fat man walking these babies all over town. You just need to quit it. Well, I didn't quit it. I didn't realize what was going to happen.
What happened is that nowadays he can be found at the Boone County Fair dressing up his squawking exercise partners. Messerschmidt has traveled to more than 500 cities and has walked more than 5,000 miles with his winged friends. And this being his 4th year in Belvedere.
He's backed by popular demand because the public come around here, and it's amazing to watch these geese just follow him around and lead him around.
Ow, 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 ow.
Since beginning his walking routine in 2003, Messerschmidt has lost more than 150 pounds. And he says despite why he began his walks, now he does this to put smiles on people's faces.
This is the fair. We're here to make a day for them. We're not here to make them cry. We're here to send them home smiles, and they will remember this forever.
And no matter how much weight he loses or how healthy he gets, Messerschmidt will never take any of the credit and gives all of the praise to his Dirty Dozen puddle jumpers. In Belvedere, Mike Buda, 23 News. We like to have fun wearing them, and athletes break a sweat in them. But who's putting these colorful sweaters together for us and our favorite teams? That answer can be found inside this inconspicuous building in Southeast Rockford.
It didn't come easy, and it still's not easy. You still have to prove yourself, and I think you have to hustle all the time as an individual business owner.
Exclusive Pro Sports has been around for 25 years, customizing jerseys for us fans and stitching on names and numbers for the players on the Ice Hogs, as well as the NFL and NHL. Terry Taylor's company is a licensee of those two leagues and provides countless other college and pro teams with their gear. The 59-year-old says small businesses like his are what moves Rockford forward.
Rockford is not the city that once had the Ingersolls, the Atwoods, the Elkos, all those types of places. And, you know, really to build the city back, it's great to have large employers come in. I'm all for it, but it's also the strength of this city will be built on companies like us.
As a company that only began as a retailer selling jerseys, caps, and jackets, Exclusive Pro Sports' work can now be seen on NHL All-Star Weekend, on the college hardwood, and even in this year's Winter Classic on the backs of the Washington Capitals.
It's kind of fun to think about seeing our stuff. I mean, on a lot of weekends we can turn the TV on and go, oh yeah, that's my team and that's my team, and you know, so it's fun.
While Exclusive Pro Sports makes its business selling their work on a national stage, their top priority remains the same: to serve the people here in the state line.
That's really how we started, and we've never ever given up on that business, and as long as I'm still running the show here, we'll always have room for the little guys to come here.
In 25 years, Exclusive Pro Sports' workforce has gone from just Taylor and his wife to 30 employees. And looking towards the future, he sees more interest with what he calls controlled growth. In Rockford, Mike Buda, 23 News. Frustration seems to be boiling over for the residents of Fairdale. After being forced out of their homes in the aftermath of Thursday's tornado, they were allowed back in on Saturday. Before heading back into town on a shuttle bus, Fairdale residents laid everything out on the table to DeKalb County Sheriff Roger Scott.
There was truly a lot of frustration, and you can sense it. There are people that want to help. There are family members that want to help their family.
Ed Silvers, along with the rest of Fairdale, finally got the chance to sift through what was left of their personal belongings. Silvers says he's one of the lucky ones.
I hate to say it. I've got something to go back to. Other people don't. I'm not, you know, I've got a hole in the roof, got 3 windows blown out, and that appears to be the basics other than other property damage outside.
People in Fairdale say they are upset about the delay to go back home, the lack of communication with authorities, and the disorganization. But they still appreciate the outpouring of support.
They're doing a job within the best of their ability. I don't doubt that everybody has the right intent. But we need to understand when it's like, oh my God, this is bigger than we are prepared to deal with.
Residents say the struggle of having to rebuild will only get easier as long as everyone comes together. But for now, they say there is still that slight feeling of relief of getting to go back home. Reporting in Fairdale, Mike Buda, 23 News.